Hello, my name is Amber, and I don't know about you, but I love ASMR, so we're going to read the Book of Love together. A few poems anyway, in a quiet tone, so it may not be perfect ASMR, but this is what we're going to call it, okay? I've never done this before. I'm not like this. So this is a very old book. It was gifted to Trudy Loden in 1912, okay? The important thing to remember about this book is that it is over 100 years old. Therefore, I should be protected by copyright law to use this in a transformative manner on my channel, just in an ASMR quiet tone, okay? If I'm wrong, then I will do whatever needs to be done, okay, to fix it. I don't know what that is. I'm just saying, like, I'm not doing it on purpose. There's no malicious intent here. My intent is not to ruin my book, one, and also to read you guys a story. I shall work on getting a better mic if this ends up being even slightly successful. And by slightly successful, I mean at least 50 thumbs ups, okay? That's not a lot, guys. I just saw a video that came out less than a week ago. It has over 30,000 thumbs ups. I can't even imagine what that feels like. And you know what? It deserves it, okay? I don't have to say what video it is, but that's gotta feel incredible. And I'm very happy for that creator. So let's begin. I have kind of a lisp when I read out loud, so forgive me. They may talk of love in a cottage and bowers of trellised vine, of nature bewitchingly simple and milkmaids half divine. But give me a sly flirtation by the light of the chandelier, with music to play in the pauses and nobody very near. That was written by Nathaniel Parker Willis. Love, what a volume in a word, an ocean in a tear, a seventh heaven in a glance, a whirlwind in a sigh, the lightning in a touch, a millennium in a moment. Martin Farquhar Tupper. Interesting. Okay. Not much talk. A great, sweet silence. Henry James. Our ancestors used to make quite a study of how to propose to their future wives in a graceful way. It was with them a fine art. Rapid communications corrupt good manners. In the age of steam and electricity, there is not time for the graceful, if not long-winded, proposal of our forefathers. E.J. Hardy. I don't know that I like that one that much. Go, lovely rose, tell her that wastes her time in me, that now she knows, when I resemble her to thee, how sweet and fair she seems to be. Edmund Waller. Love letters. Should we read it in order? Interesting. Maybe. Let's do that. Okay. We're going to start from the beginning. The Book of Love, arranged by Jenny Day Haynes. Quote, beauties, have ye seen this toy, called love, a little boy, almost naked, wanton, blind, cruel now, and then as a kind. If he be amongst ye, say, he is Venus's runaway. Ben Jonson. Copyright 1911 by George W. Jacobs and Co. Published September 1911. All rights reserved. Printed in the USA. But I want to get these little cherub baby outline tattoos. If you guys know any good tattoo artists in the state of Arizona, please let me know. I'm sure you guys do know. Okay. Forward. From the beginning of time, love has ever been the inspiration of poetry. According to Dryden, quote, love first invented verse and formed the rhyme. The motion measured, harmonized the chime. A modern writer declares love to be the despair of philosophers and sages, the rapture of poets, the confusion of cynics, and the warrior's defeat. Oh, I'm so sorry. Furthermore, it has become the prevailing theme of the novelist. Almost every story nowadays is a love story, and the little blind god hovers between the pages. Verily, verily, 'tis love that makes the world go round. While many of the selections in this volume have been culled from the old books and stray magazines, some of them are from copyrighted works, and for permission to make use of these, the compiler renders her sincere thanks. So I can't possibly ask these people for permission to use these in this video, and I think that's why a 100-year-old copyright is important. I think Pinocchio is one that just hit a 100-year copyright, which is why many different iterations have been released in the media, in case you haven't noticed. Snow White too, I think, which is awesome. So that means anyone can read even those books. All right. Special acknowledgements are due to the following: Messrs. Little Brown and Company for poem by William Whitmore. You know, I don't think I need to read all that. So there's the table of contents. This just says selected as the author. So it says, love's a tyrant and a slave, a torment and a treasure. Having it, we know no peace. Wanting it, no pleasure. Here's the prelude. Love came at eve when the day was done, when heart and brain were tired and slumber pressed. Love came at eve, shut out the sinking sun, and whispered, I am rest. William Wilford Campbell. Tears are Christian, kisses pagan, love is both, and each his price. Owen Meredith. Robert Bulwer Lytton. Chapter 1. What's love? Tell me, what's love? Said youth one day. To drooping age, what crossed his way? It is a sunny hour of play, for which repentance dear doth play. Repentance, repentance, and this is love, as wise men say. Thomas More. Ask not of me, love, what is love? Ask what is good of God above. Ask of the great sun what is bright. Ask what is darkness of the night. Ask sin what may be forgiven. Ask what is happiness of heaven. Ask what is folly of the crowd. Ask what is fashion of the shroud. Ask what is sweetness of thy kiss. Ask of thyself what beauty is. Oh, Philip James Bailey, that's really sweet. Love is a medley of endearments, jars, suspicions, quarrels, reconciliaments, wars. William Wash. We don't speak this way anymore, so it's difficult for me to read this way because it's not natural, so forgive me if this is awful. Also, I'm not being quiet and I'm moving around. Maybe I should title this Amber's Attempt at ASMR whilst having ADHD, you know? Something like that. So, love is the occupation of the idle man, the amusement of a busy one, and the shipwreck of a sovereign. Napoleon. Some of these letters are very worn. Every time I read What is Love, I think, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. I don't know. Okay. I don't even know who sings that, but I can hear it in my head. And I imagine a seagull. Like it's an awful song. It's very dated. I'm sure people love it now, but because things come back. Anyway, why do I think seagull when I'm thinking? Is it flock of seagull or something? Is that a thing? Okay. What is love? 'Tis observation, patience, vigilance, and infinite indulgence. Love is wisdom, in tender operation, having no rights, but through a spendthrift hourly growing richer, but by unsorious giving. What? What is love? 'Tis observation, patience, vigilance, and infinite indulgence. Love is wisdom in tender operation, having no rights, but through a spendthrift hourly growing richer, by unsorious giving. Alfred Austin. It is difficult to define love. All that we can say of it is that in the soul, it is a passion for reigning. In minds, it is a symphony. And in the body, it is nothing but a latent and delicate desire to possess the loved object. Oh. Okay, how do you say this? Rochefoucauld? Foucault? Roquefoucauld? If I'm really attempting, I'm thinking it's like Rochefoucauld. Foucault. That's how I would guess. Love is a capricious power. I've known it hold out through a fever caused by its own heat, but be much puzzled by a cough and cold, and find a quinsy very hard to treat. Oh, that's Lord Byron. I like him, but that is very difficult to read. A heat full of coldness, a sweet full of bitterness, a pain full of pleasantness, which maketh thoughts have eyes and hearts and ears, bred by desire, nursed by delight, weaned by jealousy. Ooh, what? Wow, those are bars. Killed by disassembling, buried by ingratitude, and this is love. John Lilly. Oh, see, my nails are lifting. My nails are lifting. I need to get my nails done. Sorry, this isn't very much ASMR. I keep forgetting. It is difficult to define love. Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Love is an alliance, a friendship, and an animalism. If the former predominate, it is a passion, exalted and refined, but if the later, gross and sensual. Charles Caleb Colton. C to the third power. Wow. Love is like a charming romance, which is read with avidity and often with such impatience that many passages are skipped to reach the denouement sooner. Pierre Sylvain Markel. Okay, these are the last 2 pages I'm gonna read for this episode. What? I don't know. For this video. The obsession which we call love is an emotion past all explanation. The persons susceptible to its power are as things beneath a spell. They see, hear, and feel that of which the rest of their world is unaware and will remain unaware forever. Francis Hodgkin Burnett. Love is a child that talks in broken language, yet then he speaks most plain. John Dryden. Love is a golden bubble full of dreams that waking breaks and fills us with extremes. George Chapman. Love, like fire, cannot subsist without continual movement. So soon as it ceases to hope and fear, it ceases to exist. Oh gosh, that person again. Rochefoucauld? I don't know. Love is a golden bubble full of dreams that waking breaks and fills us with extremes. George Chapman. Love, like fire, cannot subsist without continual movement. So soon as it ceases to hope and fear, it ceases to exist. Rochefoucauld. Okay. Love is the golden bead at the bottom of the crucible, but love isn't thought or perception or even passion in the ordinary sense. It's God knows what. I give it up, but it's a breath of fresh air from the highest heaven brought somehow into the stuffy cellar of our existence. It's the flash of light that strikes on the wall of the tunnel of our train is passing through and shows us the burst of sunshine that is coming. William de Morgan. True love is a gift of God. Selected. It is the secret symphony, the silver link, the silken tie, which heart to heart and mind to mind, in body and in soul can bind. Sir Walter Scott. So, that is the Book of Love, and that is all I have for today. If you want me to do the rest of this book, let me know. If this is dumb, let me know. If I should try and get a mic, let me know. Thank you for watching. Have a great